What's up, everybody? My name's Tommy Cheek. This is Cheeky Garage. If it's your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. And for those of y'all that have been keeping up, I know it has been way too long since I've uploaded. And hey man, that's just part of my crazy life. I spent a week in Miami. My little sister moved down there, so I pulled a little U-Haul trailer all the way down to Miami from here north of Atlanta, and spent about a week down there. And then spent about a week recovering from probably the worst sunburn I ever had. So I've still been tinkering here and there where I can, and let me show you where I got to. So stay tuned. So I've kind of been all over the place, both physically and like metaphorically on this project here. So since the last upload, I know it's been about a month. Sorry about that. I did managed to I got the Holley Sandon S10 high mount AC setup going on. I decided to go ahead and update the water pump with the LS2 style water pump, mainly because of its nice narrow pulley. Sits nice and tight to the motor. You know, I want as much room as I can get between core support, radiator, fans, all that. So, and you know, hell, it never hurts to put a new water pump and thermostat and all that good stuff on it. I did finally figure out some power steering lines that fit. I'm not sure if you can see down here too well. They fit reasonably well. I'm done messing with it, hopefully. The pressure side, I'm running a C5 Corvette, so call it, you know, like the 1998. Like the motor came out of. Comes up, out, over, kind of loops down into the back of the pump, and then the return line is off a C4 Corvette. They're both new from the parts store, but I'll see if I can dig the part numbers up. But C5 pressure line, C4 return line, and that fits pretty good. The pressure line was a little too tight to the pulley, so I found this Dorman pulley. I'll put the part number in the description. It's a little bit smaller of a pulley, and I'm hoping, at least I'm putting all my eggs in this basket, that as long as I keep it off of the damn rev limiter, that I won't be like overdriving the pump, because I don't really want to upgrade the whole, you know, front accessory drive to underdrive stuff. So we're gonna run the smaller pulley, and hopefully we don't have any problems with that. Alright, we're back over here, back of the truck. I went ahead and I got the muffler heat shield on. I still need to put my little box on here. I still gotta weld some stuff to the frame to actually mount that. So that's still to be done. Through some comments, as well as just doing my own research, I went ahead and decided, instead of just running a single ground to the frame, I have ran a ground. It's still not, you know, permanently attached, still got to figure all that out, but I'm running it up along the trans, so we have a ground from the motor directly to the battery. So hopefully we should have no grounding issues there. I still want to do some kind of big ass fuse in the main power wire, so I'm looking at options for that, and then once I figure that out, I'll come in here and tidy this up once and for all. So that's where we're at on the whole trying to finish up the battery relocation. What else? Oh yeah, I got the front mount shifter. One of the big deals for me, you know, it was one of the appealing aspects of running this T56 Magnum, is its capability of having the front shift location, and that fits through the hole in the floor already. No new holes, so no more red Tremec rear mount. The red factory, when it comes on it, it comes in this location. You can flip it around 180 and it'd be like a mid shift location, but you do have to buy a different shifter for the front, and it comes with the shifter, the handle, the knob, the block off plate and everything. So it's a nice Hurst unit. 6-speed, nice, kind of a classic look, and I dig it. And after a lot of research, and I was finally able to get a tuner on the phone. They were able to sell me an 0411, and they did a mail order tune. So, you know, I've really gone to school on the whole 1998 LS1. And while there's nothing inherently wrong with the 98 specifically, if you got a 1998 Vet or a 97 Vet for that matter, or a 98 Camaro Trans Am, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. And in that application, you can make a whole bunch of modifications work. But for swapping, it just kind of made more sense to upgrade to the 0411 ECU. I'm not a tuner. I'm not even going to pretend to know anything about it. But in my research and talking to people via email, and I was finally able to get somebody on the phone at one company. The drawbacks of the 98, just talking about how finicky it is, and how easy it is to just turn into a paperweight, as well as just mounting it would be kind of a pain in the ass. You know, I was gonna have to spend money to get a computer tuned anyway, so we're going with the 0411. So we're gonna run the 98 LS1 on like a 99 to 02 operating system. Now, what I'm gonna have to do, the tuner was saying, because this is a Corvette engine, it's got the drive-by-wire throttle body, and he was like, we may run into some issues making the 98 TAC module and gas pedal work with the later drive-by-wire 0411 style ECUs. So I said, screw it, we're gonna go for simplicity, reliability. So I'm gonna switch it over and essentially run it kind of like a F-body, and it'll be drive by cable. And so this nice BBK 80 millimeter aftermarket throttle body is gonna go on Facebook Marketplace, and hell, maybe somebody out there might want to buy it, but I'll be replacing that with a simpler, more straightforward drive-by-cable unit, and I should be able to run the stock S10 throttle cable. And then, so once we got that figured out, over here, I've been messing with the harness for a while. I know it is a freaking mess in the floor right now, but in this mess of wire is my standalone that I cut down out of the LS1 Corvette harness. I'm glad I did. I learned a lot, and it's coincidentally been my most viewed video by a good margin. As well as in the floor here is the engine bay harness that I also thinned out this many wires for the old 2.8 engine management. I bought all data DIY for both the 93 S10 and a 98 Corvette, and I'm about 98% sure I figured out how to incorporate the two to act as one, you know, seemingly stock unit. But the more I thought about it, the more I stewed on it. Electrical is by no means my strong suit, and you know, the ultimate goal of this project here is to take a 3-week long road trip across the United States, go from here in Atlanta, Georgia, all the way to the West Coast, and climb mountains out in the Rockies, and you know, just go see the country, go see parts of the country I've never seen before. And something that I built in the garage, you know, it's a freaking awesome dream for me anyway. And just the thought of being broke down on the side of the road chasing a bad butt connector or something in the middle of the desert, you know, it really just, I couldn't sleep at night thinking about it. So I know it's kind of hypocritical because I made a standalone harness video, and I'm trying to do as much everything as I can myself. You know, I am pretty much the only person working on this project, other than a friend or two here and there coming over to do some heavy lifting or whatever. But I've ordered a custom harness. I've ordered from Current Performance Wiring a harness that should be plug and play, factory gauges, AC, wiper motor, everything incorporated, and it was not cheap, but the peace of mind for what my goal is for this build, at least I convinced myself it was worth it. So other than that, you can see here as I'm spinning this camera around, everything's off the firewall. We have gone through a bunch of Scotch-Brite pads here, and we're gonna get the firewall cleaned up. I can't afford a full paint job right now. It's just not in the budget, and there's no better time to paint the truck than right now. So I'm gonna do the next best thing. I'm gonna get the firewall cleaned up. We'll get it primed here later today, and I'm gonna get, I know a guy that can source like custom paint. You can have them custom mix stuff, or you can just give them a factory paint code and he can get it mixed up and put in an aerosol for you. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna utilize that guy's services to get the factory forest green, or whatever the paint code is, forest green metallic or whatever it was, and we're gonna go fresh on the firewall. And then after that, man, we're getting close to putting the cab back on. I wanted to kind of fire all this up in the frame before putting the cab on, but the custom harness has like an 8-week lead time, so I'm gonna use this time to knock out a bunch of the nitpicky stuff and hopefully starts looking like a thing. So I'm done rambling here for a second. You know, that's where we're at, so sit tight. Y'all, look at that. This is the emptiest my garage has been in months. I know it's really bright outside, you probably can't see too much. I'm gonna take this opportunity, got the cab out here ready to go. I'm gonna wait for the sun to get a little lower in the sky before I do this. It's really freaking hot today. But I figured, why not just take it all out? You know, I had to take the cab and the bed out. This thing's really easy, it's on wheels. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to clean my freaking garage. Just got kind of stuff everywhere, so. And boom, there it is. Looks pretty good, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a painter, but she's primed. I just got to get the I got to get that paint mixed up and put in aerosol for me. Hoping to have that done next weekend. Get back here in the shade. All right, guys. I know this video wasn't super exciting, but that's where I'm gonna leave it off. Just to put some content out there. I mean, damn, I know it's been a month or really close to it. So if you made it this far through all my ramblings in this video, I appreciate it. If you like what I'm doing over here, Cheeky Garage, LS1 swapping and T56 Magnum swapping my 1993 S10, be sure to give me a like, subscribe, leave me some comments below, share with your friends. You got buddies that are into S10s or just, you know, spending too much money on stuff in general, share the videos with them. But until next time, y'all have a good one.